the penalty takers have got to stand up and be counted. And I number amongst that list Gareth Southgate. And Kafka saved it!
Oh shit, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, hope you're having a wicked day. And yeah man, where do we begin? Yeah, basically we bottled it. That's basically what I got from the game today. Obviously this is a reaction to the final England versus Italy in the Euros. And yeah man, it's just sad to see because I actually believed in the hype. I actually believed it was coming home and I got sucked into the excitement, and basically we bottled it. And it's hard to sort of talk about it really because it was so close but yet so far. And ultimately I think we kind of bottled it, and I think our manager is to blame. I'm going to go into detail and explain why I think that. But yeah, so it's really disappointing. But yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe anyway if you're enjoying these videos. Yeah man, like the video because it helps me out. And yeah, so first we'll just start with the penalties, innit? Because I think that's where everybody's going to start. Everybody's going to blame, you know, the 3 penalty takers that missed. So Rashford missed, Jadon Sancho missed, and Saka missed. And a lot of people are going to focus on that. They're going to, you know, blame the players and say, you know, they should have scored the penalties, they should have done better. But can you imagine if I come into your house, right, at 6 o'clock in the morning, yeah? I come into your bedroom and I say, alright, we're going to do a 5-mile hike. And you have to get out your bed right now. You can't get dressed. You can't put your shoes on. And you just have to walk 5 miles, right? If I did that, you'd probably walk 5 minutes and you'll probably injure yourself, right? Because you can't just start doing a marathon, right? You need to train and sort of get your body used to it so that you can complete your walking, right? So that's basically what we asked Rashford and Sancho to do.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
Can you imagine that these 2 players haven't really played in the tournament at all, and Gareth Southgate subbed them on expecting them to just score a penalty without even getting warmed up? I mean, to me, it blows my mind that you think a player can just come on and perform one kick without warming up. And can you imagine Rashford and Sancho both probably are low in confidence right now because Gareth Southgate has picked them in the England team and they've barely played. Can you imagine how, I don't know if it's just me, but to me that's mad. Like, how can you expect these players to just come on and perform the job? Because Southgate was the player himself. You would think he would understand that you need to sort of be warmed up and practice, right?
Amongst that list Gareth Southgate. And Kafka saved it! And Germany are so close now.
That you can't just come on the pitch and, you know, without practice and kick a ball. I think Rashford touched the ball twice. Sancho didn't even touch the ball. So I think that's mad that you can blame them. And also, why is Saka taking our last penalty? I don't think he doesn't even take penalties for Arsenal, right? He's not really a penalty taker. And you're asking a 19-year-old kid his first ever tournament and you expect him to score a penalty, and all the pressure was on him. So like, I don't understand why these 3 players were the ones that had to take the penalty. Rashford I get, because he's a penalty taker at United sometimes. And he did everything right. He did a nice little step up. He did everything. He fooled the goalkeeper, but he just drags the ball wide, unfortunately. And I've seen him score penalties for fun at Manchester United.
We need this.
Like, this guy bangs penalties and no problem, but like I said, man, he didn't have a confidence. He wasn't confident. I think he just ultimately blew it. But the other 2, Sancho and Saka, they're not really, they're penalty takers. Like for Dortmund, Sancho don't take penalties. It's Haaland, isn't it? And at Arsenal, it's not Saka, it's Aubameyang or Lacazette or someone like that. So it blows my mind. And I heard that Grealish said he wanted to take a penalty, and Southgate said no. Can you imagine like saying no to a player like that? That he's offered to say that he could take a penalty, and you've basically told him, nah, son, sit down. Saka's taking it. Can you imagine? Like, if I'm Grealish, man, I'm just probably trying to move to a different country, innit? Like, try play for another country, innit? Try play for Ireland or something. Because England don't know, man. They don't love him as much as we should, really. But yeah, so that's the penalties. But to be honest, I feel like the game should have never even gone to penalties. Like, you know, as a country, we know penalties isn't our best thing. We're bad at penalties, right? So then we should be doing everything in our power to try make sure we finish the game before.
Amongst that list, Gareth Southgate. And Kaka saved it. And Germany are so close now.
Like, try not to make it go to penalties, right? And I'm just going to go over, obviously, the actual game, because the problem I think we found is that we scored too early. We scored, was it in the second minute? I can't remember how it happened, but I remember a cross comes in and Luke Shaw's coming in on the left side and he volleys it straight into the net. It was a really nice goal, but the problem is it was too early. And I think playing our back five really hurt us. So if you watched my last video where I predicted the squad, that's the reason why I went with the back four instead of a back five, because I thought the back five means we're just going to sit back, and that's literally what happened. Because of the formation we played with the back five, everybody's pretty much back. You got your midfielders playing back, and then you got your two strikers, where at one stage Harry Maguire was forced to play long balls to Raheem Sterling, and when Raheem Sterling against Chiellini and Bonucci, he's not going to win headers, is he? I mean, let's be real. I think I have a better chance of winning headers than Sterling, innit?
Great success.
So, let alone having Bonucci and Chiellini behind you, he's never going to win anything. And the problem is that we tried to sit back and hit him on the counter-attack. We tried to be Mourinho, is basically what we did, and it failed.
And I won more premierships alone than the other 19 managers together. 3 for me and 2 for them. Respect, man, respect.
So with the back five, we're sitting back, and because a lot of our players are sitting back, when we do win the ball and we're trying to counter-attack, we don't have enough players going forward. So that was the problem. So every time Italy came to score, if we get the ball, we launch it and we lose possession, and the ball just keeps coming back. And this is also a worry I had, because the Italian midfield is so good that they just don't give the ball away. And when you compare it to our midfield, it's not the same caliber at all. We can't seem to keep the ball, and we seem to have got nervous and we lost our heads because we're 1-0 down and we thought we could see it out. And obviously, I think we were confused because I think Southgate thought we had Chiellini and Bonucci at the back, but we don't, okay? We don't have defenders of that quality, so seeing the game out was wrong. And, you know, you might be telling me that, you know, we didn't play defensive, it's just that Italy had the ball. You say that, but then when we went to extra time, Gareth Southgate changed the formation to a back four instead. I think it was a 4-3-3 he started playing, and we started playing better. He got Grealish on, and we started to look much better. But he should have done that earlier. In the second half, we just sat back and played defensive, and we thought we could see the game out, and it didn't work. And I feel like, you know, if you're a big team, you don't sit back and defend, right? You keep going to attack and you try to score again, you try to kill the game. And we were behaving like a small team. Against Italy, I understand Italy's a big team as well, but we need to be brave. You know, you need to go for it. And I feel like the back five messed us up. And I don't think it worked at all. We should have went attacking. We should have played our wingers. We should have played our best team. And we should have went for it. But also, Gareth Southgate, I think he was the biggest problem, to be honest, because even in the group stages, he wasn't utilizing his team properly. Like, no one's going to talk about it because we won, because we kept winning and we got to a final. Nobody was picking up on it, but he's constantly picking the wrong players, he's picking the wrong team, he has favourites in the team, and you can see that. He has his favourite players, and he sticks to them. People like Mason Mount, Harry Kane, these are guys that had off games, and he refuses to take them off. Like, we've got Calvert-Lewin, he's an in-form striker too, he was with Everton. He played really good this season, and he didn't even get one game. And can you believe there are games where, like in the Italy game, where we needed a goal, we could have put Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane up top with 2 strikers, and we could have actually done something. But no, he kept Kane, he kept the same formations, he kept the same players. Like, I don't understand how Sancho and Grealish did not start every game. Because against Italy, when you look back at the game, we didn't create any chances. The goal we scored was pretty lucky, to be honest. It wasn't like we had good pressure, we creating patterns of play, we creating chances. It was nothing. We didn't create nothing. So can you imagine that? If you can't create chances, usually you bring on people that can create chances, right? That's their job. And we've got 2 of the best creators in the world on our bench, and they're constantly sitting there on the bench. And that blows my mind. So again, because we won, nobody was picking up on it. But ultimately, I think Southgate, he bottled it. I think he bottled it, because I don't think we played that bad. I don't think the players did much wrong, but I think his selection, the penalties, the people he picked to take the penalties, I don't understand. You know, if Saka was going to take a penalty, he should not have taken the last one. He should have went after Harry Kane, because that's when Italy just missed as well, and we just scored with Kane, so we were on the up, and I think Saka should have taken it then. I feel like Grealish, like I said before, he said he wanted to take one, and Southgate said no. Can you imagine? I don't understand that. But yeah, he should have taken it. I can't believe he took Henderson off. I think Henderson should have been a penalty taker too. Experienced guy. I think he could have done well. You could have even had Luke Shaw to take penalties, because he scored and he's on the form of his life. You should have kept, maybe even Kieran Trippier could have taken a penalty. He's our free kick taker, for God's sake. So we have options, but we didn't take it. So I think overall, I'm proud that we got to a final. We did what we did. We did well, but ultimately, in the end, Italy were the better team as well. They were creating more chances. They were more brave on the ball. They had more possession. They kept coming back and coming back and coming back, and they showed how resilient they are, and they believe. And you can see that the team's full of leaders, because, you know, when the going was getting tough, they were 1-0 down, they had to fight back, and they did. If that was England in the situation, we would not have come back, we would have lost the game. So all credit to Italy throughout the whole tournament, even the first game of the tournament. They looked the best team, and they deserved it. They haven't lost a game for like 35 matches or something, and it's a mad winning streak. So congratulations to Italy, they deserve it. They were the better team. I'm disappointed in England, but like I said, it was in our hands. I believe we could have won it, but we bottled it. And I think Southgate, I think he's the one that has to take the blame, and I think he might need to resign after this. I'm not sure if he can stay, because we bottled it. It was at Wembley as well. It's the only time we had a final at Wembley that we got to it, and we lost. So if we can't win in our own stadium, how the hell are we going to win it anywhere else? You know what I'm saying? We got the World Cup coming next year. Forget about it. It ain't going to happen. Unfortunately, the trophy has gone Rome. Hasn't come home, but it went Rome. But yeah, and the last thing I'll talk about is these stupid idiots on social media who are being racist towards the 3 guys that missed the penalties. So Rashford, Sancho and Saka, they're getting a lot of racist abuse online because they missed the penalty. But it's amazing how quickly people can turn, innit? We were winning these games in this country. Everybody was celebrating. We were having a great time. As soon as we lose, because the 3 guys that missed happen to be black players, they're getting racist abuse. How can you turn on people like that? How can you celebrate with England when we're scoring? Can you imagine Sterling scored all these goals for us? He's a black man, but nobody was being racist then. Can you imagine? As soon as these players miss, that's when all the racist people come out and start blaming them. And it's shameful. You should be, if you're one of these people, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't understand how you can celebrate with the team when we do well, but then turn when we lose. It doesn't make sense to me. That shows me you're not real English fans, and you shouldn't be supporting the team. You shouldn't be following football if that's how you feel. And it's disappointing for those 3 players. They're young, they're kids, and they don't deserve to be abused like that. If the 3 players that missed were Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, and Declan Rice or someone, nobody would say anything, obviously, because they're white. But because the players that missed happen to be black, they're getting racist abuse, and it makes me sick. We need to get rid of racism, and it's starting to really piss me off now, and it's not good enough. So if you're one of these fans, you need to look at yourself, and you need to understand that you can't be doing stuff like that. It's wrong. And just because you're on social media and you don't show your face, you think you can go around saying what you want. And it's disgusting, because you would never say that to someone's face. So why are you doing it online? But that's just a little bit of a rant. Like I said, Italy deserved it. They were the better team. And there's nothing we can do about it now. But move on, and we'll see what happens next year at the World Cup. But like I said, I don't think anything's going to happen. But yeah, that's literally my thoughts on the game. I'm recording this a couple days after, just to sort of get my thoughts down, so I don't start, getting too emotional and swearing and crap on camera, because I don't want to, do stuff like that. But yeah, man, so that's literally my thoughts. So let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I'm saying? Do you think Southgate bottled it like I did, or do you think it was the player's fault? Let me know. What do you think we should have done differently? And yeah, man, most importantly, if you like these videos, make sure you like, because it helps me. It helps more people get views. It helps me get views if you like the video. And subscribe as well if you're new around here and you like this stuff. But yeah, man, but that's literally going to be the video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. And peace.